So the ultimate question is, do you want a film that is a child afternoon or a Saturday morning afternoon, kid-friendly, animal-inclusive, Rango-esque version of Blazing Saddles? This is the movie for you. Paws of Fury Legend Egg. I am not kidding at all. At all. If you have seen the movie Blazing Saddles, which to be fair, the general audience of this movie is way too young to have actually seen or heard of Blazing Saddles. But if you've ever seen Blazing Saddles, this movie is a blatant this movie is literally Blazing Saddles, add a samurai plot in there with cats and dogs. It is literally the outsider, Bart, or in this case Hank, is set up to be executed. The Hedy Lamarr, or Ricky Gervais in this case, I can't remember the actual cat's name, is like rhymed with sound like Pikachu. Is wants to get rid of a town, Rockwell, or peaceful town called Rockville, I believe. Rockville, or in this case, Puka Kama Chupo, some weird name. And before the Shogun, the mayor arrives, who's voiced by Mel Brooks, and he has his henchman, Taggart, or George Takei. He goes in, and he's got then they add the samurai plot where he actually has to train to be a samurai. Now, that's just the basic plot. And I don't care that I'm kind of spoiling some stuff here, because I don't think anyone cares. But then you get into legitimate scenes that are ripped straight out of Blazing Saddles and just slapped a kid-friendly logo on there. You want to know what I'm saying? You think I'm joking? You think I'm kidding? Oh no! You wait. No. So when Hank enters town, little cat goes, "Hey, the sheriff is a dong." They have a gong to sound that everyone celebrate their new samurai sheriff. The sheriff is a dong. That is a blatant. That is verbatim what happens, just with worse language. Their Mongo is Sumo, and he did have strong feelings for Samurai Hank. I can't make this up. I'm not saying that as that's parody of what happens. I'm generalizing what happens. That is literally the line that is used. Including the finale, which is again ripped straight out of Blazing Saddles. Now, obviously, the script the script clearly must have been improved by Mel Brooks, who's a part of the film. Now he's not heavy in the film at all, but he is in the film. He's got I think 5 minutes of screen time, and the movie's also very self-aware too. It's aware it's a movie. They crash into the titles at one point. They mentioned the length of the movie at multiple points. So it's a black sheriff, a dog samurai, so it's clear that he had no problem with them doing it. Maybe introducing Blazing Saddles to a younger generation in a different form. I doubt that's what he was intending to do, but who knows? So you have the blatant intro song detailing the backstory. Sorry, he rode a blazing saddle, except now you're talking about a cat samurai. And our Jim is a combination of Jim, named Jimbo, who is the Samuel Jackson character, who is the wise mentor. Or the old mentor down on his luck. That he's a combination of those two things. So I say all of this to say that this is at best it's a mediocre film. It is far from the worst thing I've ever seen, period. And I don't even know if it'd be the worst thing I've seen this year. Morbius is probably worse than this, if I'm going to be frankly honest. Morbius, the longer I sit on that film, I fully admit is not a good film at all. Has a few redeeming things in it, but it's not a good film. This isn't god awful. I haven't seen a lot of bad films this year, so which is lucky for me. But yeah, it's not the greatest film either. It's mediocre. It's got the animation style of what you'd see a Saturday morning cartoon having. This looks like a very well done Saturday morning cartoon. The script is also not the most, in depth. They blatantly are talking about like, oh, my evil plans, you're going to be where I want you to be, and all that, blah blah blah. I'll say this: most of the voice acting is actually fine. Michael Cera seems to match this dog. Samuel Jackson's clearly having fun. Jaimon Hansu, who voices Sumo, he's doing fine. Mel Brooks, George Takei, even Michelle Yeoh, they're all fine. Gabriel Iglesias, when he gets a few scenes, his character, he's doing fine. The one person who really sounds just like they're there for a paycheck is Ricky Gervais. He really just doesn't change his tone, change his inflection. It does sound like he's kind of trying to do some sort of accent beyond just British, but it's like so vague that it's really not that strong. But yeah, Ricky, he doesn't change his tone or inflection. You can't tell when he's really angry or sad or happy just by the way he sounds. You can see it on his face, obviously, but it's with Samuel Jackson and the rest of them, you can hear the emotion in their voice. Ricky Gervais is just this flat line of this is how I sound. This is Ricky Gervais. I'm here for a paycheck. Haha. So there's that. But for what it's worth, there was no joke I ever really got a laugh at. There was no joke I was like going like laughing like like holding my side that it was funny. But I will admit there are some cute gags in the movie. One gag involves first off, they send messages through tweets, which are little blue birds. But second, there's a joke involving telephones. Or involving a telephone, and basically it's a cat. But the actual joke, I won't actually say it, but I'm like, okay, this is I'll give him that. It's pretty that's pretty cute. Not even cute. It's a clever joke. It's not something that made me laugh hard, but I'm like, okay, that's kind of clever. There's some characters I like the more than others. Like Samuel Jackson's cat character is actually pretty fun for all it's worth. He's fun enough. He's probably the most likable character too. Along with you can't see my mouse here, but the little white cat in the corner here, she's also actually a lot of fun too because you actually like this character and think it's like, yeah, you should be a samurai. So yeah. Other than that, though, I mean, look, you got your action sequences. It's a cool 85 minutes before credits, which they even state in the trailer or in the movie itself. It's like, because this movie's only 85 minutes long, we don't have much time. They do that. It's not god awful. It's far from the worst thing I've seen ever. Period. I wouldn't even put it in the top 20 worst films of my life. If I had a kid and they said, if I had like a 6-year-old kid and say, Daddy, I wanted to watch that, I'd be like, you could watch worse things. Sure, we'll watch it. Do you like that, sweetheart? Yes, great. No, don't worry, we're never watching it again. Let's watch some Pixar. That's good. Or hell, let's watch How to Train Your Dragon. Or let's watch some Laika. Let's watch some Laika films, honey. Kubo and the Two Strings, great movie. Which it is. That was a great movie. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Legend of Hank. The Legend of Hank will go down in myth as a myth that was it wasn't a mistake, but it was something we could have done without. So take that for what it's worth. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks for the next one. Have a good one. I may actually catch a second movie this week. I do need to play some catch up with some films. Give me a second. I want to see what's out right now, and I might avoid seeing Elvis only because my girlfriend kind of wants to see Elvis too, and I have a vacation coming up, so we might spend a lot of time playing some catch up. And Everything Everywhere All at Once is just currently out of theaters right now, so unless it's in the my little small theater, which does more of the indie pieces. Otherwise, it's I think it's out of theaters. Yeah, it's out of theaters, so I can't even see that. Which Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh no, Everything Everywhere All at Once is in the my local theater, small theater, I think. Did I see it? No, maybe I was wrong. Oh no, I am right. It is playing. It's still got 2 showtimes. Huh. Interesting. I maybe will do Everything Everywhere All at Once because my other options are, which would be I would be doing a Saturday. So let me check my Saturday showtimes here. The Gray Man. Oh, yeah. I guess they decided to give the theatrical release because they realized Netflix can't make money anyway else. Miss Harris Goes to Paris. No more Sell the Shell, huh? Uh, or the Crawdads Sing, or the Gray Man, or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Those are my options for Saturday. I'll let you guys know. You'll know when you see the review. Which film I want to see. They're all roughly in the same showtime area too, like 4-ish, 4:05, and 4:30. So definitely not impossible. I could do one of these, but we'll see anyway. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you folks for the next one.